welcome back. This is Letting Go Part 2, Part 3, Part 2. I had to let go of that last video. And that was an example of how you let go. And it has to happen that fast. I would say, like, being able to absorb the inner part of me, that energy part, that feeling that we get, that thought that comes from within. Not the mind thought that comes with instructions that's already been played out for you in a scenario with a picture in your head, all that shit. That's, to me, that's all. They call it predictive programming, but I call it like inception. It's like we've been incepted from the time we was born, meaning the ideas of who we are not really who we are from the time we was born. And literally from the time we was born. Like, let me break this one thing down before I go into the next tab. Alright, so y'all give me a thumbs up at the end of the video just to agree with me that we are all souls traveling inside of this beautiful vessel. A lot of people say they have soul, a lot of people think they have energy or they have God inside of them. But in all actuality, you need to ponder that thought, that idea that you are energy that's making this beautiful vessel do all these beautiful things. Because your energy is connected to endless amount of beauty that this universe has to offer, and you are part of that beauty. But you also have a vessel to experience and create the beauty exteriorly in this earthly world that we live. Now, you have to fully understand that energy part of you is inside everywhere. It's connected to everything, even the animals that people eat. That's why eating animals is about health, number one, and it's about you not understanding that you are connected to the animal, or that can be your ancestor or something, because energy never dies. It just gets transferred into other living beings, into other living beings, whether it's the smallest freaking atom or the biggest freaking animal in the world. It's all energy based. So you must understand that we never got the opportunity to experience and live out from our energy or our soul self or our angelic self. We were programmed from day one, and from day one we've been living this fictional life that we was given, as in your name, your nationality, what you should like, what you don't like, what your family are, and what family is, like the words they use. Everything was something that's already been planned out, and you just was born into it and then indoctrinated into a situation where your mind was connected to that whole system before you had even an opportunity to develop your mind and your soul. And you never got the opportunity to have a relationship between you and you. Like, your soul didn't create you. You was already created before you was born. And I'm going to give you the example of how that worked out. 2 examples. Alright, so let's say this, right? So your soul, let's say your soul is like a little driver in a car that is the baby. So the baby, your body is a car. Your body is a car, and the baby is the driver. Now, in a natural state of soul being born with a body, which is the driver being born with a car, the driver, the soul, has all the directions in the GPS to how to navigate around in this beautiful world. Now, the driver may not know yet how to communicate in this beautiful world, or even how to get the vessel, the car, to move around in this physical world, but he's supposed to get in the car and create a relationship between the actual vessel and him. So now what happened is, from the time you was born, your parents took that responsibility and not nurturing that connection, but in turn took that attention away from you even having access to connecting to your physical and your non-physical, and in turn started teaching you their ways, told you your name, told you what your family like, told you you're supposed to be like, teach you certain things, and every little time or every time that voice inside of you, who is the energy, is trying to speak out and trying to pop out and take over this vessel, you get pushed to the side and say, no, this is not how it's done. You got to listen to mommy and daddy and authority. So from the time that started happening, you started losing track of who you are, and that voice, who you are inside of your vessel, started being the little voice in your head. So you started hearing yourself instead of being yourself. But then you was being another self, which was kind of allocated or given to you by society. Because then, of course, from the time your mama told you that you have to listen to her, she trained you to listen to her. And then from there, you have to go to school, and you're being trained by the teacher to listen to them. And you have this whole idea of that authority is who you listen to, which is your exterior factor. And your interior factor is you never trust yourself because you never know what to do. You don't know what to do. They made you believe that you don't know what to do, so you have to trust them. So everything they say we tend to do thinking that's the right way. But in turn, it's all kind of like manipulating us to be more poisonous and more distant from our true self. So, oof. Breathe. So, the exterior factor of your life is only based on social, television, what you read, history, schooling, and work-related memories and things that you had to study to maintain those, to be in those places, which in turn indoctrinated your mind into only creating those things into your near future. So now we was raised into this whole memory, remember this and this, that, and the third. So now it's like letting go now seems like it's not something that you should be doing. Letting go feel like you're hanging on a string, and if you let go, you're going to fall into the abyss because you never got a chance to visit that abyss, which is the beautiful inside of you. So currently, some people are taking that dive, and they find out when they get in, they're like, oh shit, this is the beauty I've been ignoring. And some people are scared to take that dive. Some people are ready. Some people don't know. But currently, we're in a situation where everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to figure it out and start doing, because the mindset that you have and the name and the person that you think you are is not you. The things that you've learned throughout your lifestyle, your lifetime, and things that you continue to pull from to create your future or make your decision in your now, those things never existed and they're not really you. Even the things you used to do, if you used to do them and you don't do them no more, so it's really not you anymore. So for you to still be responsible or hold yourself responsible for something 3-year-old you did, and then really hold the pain and everything, that's just like that's a disservice to yourself. You're supposed to see your wrongs in the past, which was, if it was, whatever, and you're just supposed to just know that you learned better and be grateful that you learned better. And then stay in your grateful stage. You don't go back, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and that's too much shit. You got to always understand that staying in your grateful stage is key. That's the goal. The goal is to stay in your grateful stage. Nothing else. So why would you go anywhere else to feel some type of pain just so you could show people that you are sorry for the shit that you did? You don't have to show them. You just have to know in your heart. And as soon as you know it in your heart, the universe is rocking with you. And the only person you need to rock with you right now is yourself. And that is the universe. So, and the earth. So yeah. We're not living our true being, our true self, because we're thinking from a different perspective. So when it's time to let go, that person is not trying to let go of that because that's all that person knows. But you being an energy being, you being a being of understanding, of love, then you are able to do all those things from a space of love and understanding. And at some point you'll realize that, and at some point you'll have to do that painful thing of realizing that everything that you've ever told anybody about you and how you are was a lie. Of course you didn't know, but you kind of did know, because in a way you were saying these things to manipulate people into doing things, into liking you a certain way, into giving you certain opportunities. But we know those shits was wrong, but we chuck it up like, yo, I gotta get mine, because if I don't do it, the next person will. So it's like all those little things is shit that's the shit you need to let go. You know, those other ways that we used to have that used to be not conducive to the ways of growth. Those are things that we need to let go. And letting go allows karma to take its place. That's all I'm going to say for that. Yes, you see it. It's in my face. You see it in my eyes. It's okay. I'm speaking from the heart, so my vessel don't really have to be awake, because it's not. It's constantly trying to dip out. My soul like, now we gotta finish this message. We're gonna continue in another video, but until then, this was letting go part 2, and we should have a part 3, because I guess what, you still want to know how to let go. It's not about learning how to let go. It's understanding why you should. It's understanding why there's something better than what you're holding on to. It's understanding why holding on to something is not really worth your time. So it's not like, oh yeah, how do you let go? Or no, it's not about how. I don't do the hows. I do the, this is who you are, and you have the power to do you. So you need to find it within yourself to create that dopeness within yourself. Because when I'm not around, you still have to find that dopeness within yourself. But you're going to keep scanning the internet looking for somebody to talk to you in a positive way? No. You got to go in the mirror and talk to yourself in a positive way. These are you got to let go of all your old ways and start adapting to new ways, and know that the universe, the earth, and everything in its powers and everything in it will never lead you wrong if you're connected to it. Because it's not leading it. It's all about growth. This shit will never die. So if you decide with it, you'll never die too. Energy-wise, of course your vessel gonna go. It's just a vessel. Literally just a beautiful vessel. Yes, it's beautiful in so many ways and can do so many things, but yet it is just a vessel because you have access to so many other vessels. So you just have to love and appreciate the vessel you have and the time you have with it, and try to multiply as much as you can. Thank you.